I am so excited for this spa day. Candles lit, music on, hot tub warm and ready. And then my chronic hives come back. Again, in the middle of my spa day. What a wet blanket. Looks like another spell of itchy red skin. If you have chronic spontaneous urticaria or CSU, there is a different treatment option. Hives during my next spa day? Not if I can help it. Learn more at treatmyhives.com.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Visit Blinds.com now for up to 40% off site-wide, plus a professional measure at no cost. Rules and restrictions apply.
Live, Laugh, Larceny discusses true petty crimes that may be disturbing to some.
Or could be easy listening to all you psychopaths out there.
All stories are based on actual events, but details may vary.
Listener discretion is not advised.
Live,
Laugh,
Larceny. Welcome to Live, Laugh, Larceny, the show with confessions so juicy they would turn Usher into Blusher. This is Trevin.
And I'm Amanda, and today we are joined by the iconic Heather Ashley. Hello.
Hi, I feel like my imposter syndrome feels like I don't deserve that intro, but yay.
No, you are an icon. For those who don't listen to Big Med True Crime, please do already.
I try not to suck.
Don't we all?
And you've been going strong for a long time, and it just seems like you keep getting bigger and bigger. How many years has Big Mad been going?
I want to say, we probably are up on our 6th year now.
Wow.
Dang.
Congrats.
Thanks. It's wild.
You're doing the damn thing.
And I love your Threads presence. That's been a place where I feel like I've just gotten closer to you lately because I try not to be on much other social media. But yes,
Same.
It's been nice to connect with you in that way as well.
That's how I know somebody's like a friend and like a safe friend. They're like, oh, I love your Threads. So it's like, oh, so we know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Threads is a more fun place to be.
I feel like it's where the adults hang out.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your show or anything else you have going on right now. Do you do anything else besides Big Mad True Crime?
So outside of the podcast, I'm a violent crime intelligence specialist. I specialize in organized crime, group violence, and specifically gun violence, and work with different counties to try and figure out evidence-based ways to reduce that violence within the community. So I do love that.
Oh my God. We need more of you. You need to give yourself a pat on the back for that one.
Thank you. I work with some amazing people.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know all of this about you. So this is why I love having people on. We saw you at CrimeCon recently. But yeah, it's good to hear about all the other work that you're doing. Wow.
Always a mystery. I try and always have something in my pocket to pull out.
It's also cool just like how many true crime people always have important things they do behind just the show. Like me, I just go to a 9-to-5 job, it's not as cool.
This is kind of 9 to 5. I mean, if something really goes down, you'll get a call at 10 or 11 or whatever. But most of the time I work 9 to 5. Sometimes violence does not have a schedule.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Right.
It's worth it. And I do love my job.
Amazing.
It would be nice to have that rewarding side of your work.
For sure. Well, today is a special episode, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we were all at CrimeCon recently. Trevin and I did something a little bit different this year at our booth. We had a petty crime confession box. And let me tell you, it was jam-packed. We didn't know if people were going to respond well to it or if they were going to be like, why would I tell you random people my crimes? But they did. And as soon as we told Heather about it, she's like, I want to know what people wrote in this box. It's going to be an amazing episode. But before we get into that, we have to share our dreadful dilemmas for the week. And Trevin,
Yes.
Would you like to go first? Do you have one, darling?
I do have one that happened to me when I was in Colorado right before CrimeCon. Emily and I decided to go take a little bit of time in the mountains. She worked on some art. I did a little bit of writing. And I had the strangest thing happen. It felt like I was in sort of a Twin Peaks sci-fi situation. But every single person in Estes Park looked familiar to me.
Oh.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the altitude or if it was just the weed out there, but everybody just looked so familiar to me. And maybe it was that all the CrimeCon people went to Estes Park too before CrimeCon, and I'm just recognizing all the people that went before, or I'm just going crazy.
Maybe you traveled in time. You went to CrimeCon and you had no idea that you traveled back in time, and your deja vu was really you letting your future self know that you were going to see these people later, or aliens.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it does kind of feel like a
Wow.
lost sort of situation. Like they are more of just like representing the people I was about to meet, but reflecting into the place I was before I actually got to meet them.
So you're saying you're psychic.
It was some sort of a premonition thing going on, and maybe only the mountains bring this power out in me. I'm not quite sure. It's like my reverse kryptonite, sort of like the mountains bring me back to that premonition side of me. But
Wow.
everywhere I went, every single place.
Your past life is going to be just fascinating.
Yeah.
Exactly. I will also give you a tiny bit of credit to Trevin. Yeah, sure. Maybe you were going cuckoo for coconuts, but there was somebody that came up to our booth. They said, hey, we saw you at the Stanley Hotel tour.
That is
So
true.
maybe there were like a couple mixed in familiar faces that you really did see, or maybe you're psychic. We will never really know.
It is really weird, though, that you bring that up. We did go and take the Shining tour at the Stanley, and we were in a group of like 8 people. And of the 8 people, 2 of the people that were in our tour came up to our table and was like, oh, hey, we were in that tour with you. So what are the chances?
I feel like there is a crossover between people who are into the paranormal and into true crime, though.
Oh, for
For sure.
sure.
There's not a Ghost Adventures episode I haven't seen. And that's not saying that I think Zach Bagans is the world's greatest person. I'm just saying it is pure entertainment.
Right,
Mhm.
right. I also have a dreadful dilemma, and mine actually happened right after I got home from CrimeCon. If anybody follows me on my personal account, you probably already know what I'm going to say because I posted about it. But first of all, CrimeCon was great, except for I did get a little bit sick. Something was in the air there. I don't know. But as soon as I got home, I had like a day to recoup and get things ready. And then I just recently started working at a jewelry store part-time. So I had to go in the next day. And I'm driving my car. Everything's going great. I am at the stoplight right after exiting off of the highway. And I'm right at the stoplight before my job. I'm stopping at the red light. I'm the first one in this busy ass line and my car just dies. It's just done. Nothing I can do will revive it.
Ugh.
I'm freaking out. I'm calling Jordan, my husband. I called my dad. I called a tow truck. I was just calling everyone like, help me, help me, help me, help me, right?
Mm.
And my husband proceeds to tell me something that honestly, not the right time or place to admit to this, but he was just like, oh yeah, I knew that your car needed a new battery while you were out of town. I just forgot to put that in. And I was like, ah! People were cussing at me as they drove by, even though I had my hazards on and I rolled down my window and kept telling people to go around me. Someone was like, move your car.
Would love to.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you think I freaking would? I will never understand the person that will yell that. Like, guys, everyone wants to be moving their car. If they are stalled in any way, they want to be moving.
Yeah, I love when people are outraged by your actual monumental inconvenience.
Yeah.
Like you had to change lanes. It's got to be so difficult. I'm so sorry.
Right.
My thoughts are with you, but I'm going through an actual problem. So if you could just shut up, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, it makes it so much harder to
know.
get out of that problem when people are just adding to the chaos around it.
The only other thing I could have done is like jumped out and stood on the top of my car and been like, I'm broken down. People needed to chill for sure. But luckily, I got my car towed to an O'Reilly's. My husband met me there, put a new battery in, and it's worked fine ever since. But it was very embarrassing, you guys. I hate situations like that.
Traffic anxiety is like the worst for me. I hate being in people's way. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, Heather, do you have a dreadful dilemma to share?
So I worked on this case a few years ago, met this amazing woman named Penny, covered this case on the podcast, not for Penny, but I met Penny doing it. So I've kept in touch with her over the years, and she grows all these vegetables and she makes a salsa called frog salsa every year. And I always order jars from her. It's called frog because it's got hop to it, which means that it gets really hot.
Ooh.
And I love hot things, but my gut doesn't always love it as much as my mouth does. So I ate some of the salsa before I was hopping on a meeting, which is a very important meeting with very important subject matter and people earlier today. So I get like 4 chips in and I am hot. Like,
Oh, no.
I'm flushed. I'm not having an allergic reaction, but you ever have one and you're like, oh man, it's coming because I got real hot.
Yes.
That's what's happening. But I know it's just the delightful salsa that I just shoved down my throat because it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I got to talk to people and look serious in a minute. And I need to be a normal color and not moist. I'm like, shove it aside, wave myself down. I'm going to be fine. I become fine until I'm in the middle of my meeting and it hits the other part of my digestive system. And I have cramps that could register on the Richter scale. And there's nothing I can do. I'm an important part of this meeting. And there's no like, hey guys, I have to run now. And so I'm just like training my gut to like behave and survive. It did go away, but I'll have to update you on the ramifications later because I don't know where it went.
Oh, no. That is the worst. I've had a couple salsa and poo-related dreadful dilemmas throughout the years, so I can relate. I'm so sorry. I hope that everything works itself out.
We made it. So that's the good news. We're here. But if I give you the red face and sweat and run that way, you know exactly why.
Oh,
No problem.
We are the perfect show for that to happen on. So please.
We're current dilemma-ing.
Yeah.
And I love salsa.
I'll have to try that.
That frog salsa sounds so
it's
good.
amazing. I have the jar. I get massive ones. She grows everything. This year, some of the things didn't work. So she's like, I had to buy a couple of the ingredients. Like, oh my gosh, shut up. You're amazing.
I'll have to look up a recipe on that.
So good.
Well, that's dreadful. And we're sending you love and warmth your way.
Thank you so much. The warmth, I'm good.
Yeah, maybe not
but
too
the love
much warmth.
is so appreciated.
Yeah.
We'll send you coolness.
A dry warmth.
Thoughts and fans.
Oh my God. Well, should we get into these petty crime confessions, you guys?
I think so.
I'm so excited.
Let's do it.
Abercrombie denim is everything right now. Denim should feel like this. Confident, easy, like your butt has never looked better. If you didn't know, Abercrombie's Curve Love denim went viral in 2019 for eliminating waist gap, and it's still a game changer. Between that and their classic fits with a straighter line from waist to hip, the perfect denim does exist. Shop Abercrombie denim in the app, online, and in store.
When did making plans get this complicated? It's time to streamline with WhatsApp, the secure messaging app that brings the whole group together. Use polls to settle dinner plans. Send event invites and pin messages so no one forgets Mom's 60th. And never miss a meme or milestone. All protected with end-to-end encryption. It's time for WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone. Learn more at whatsapp.com.
Butene. Adjective. Used to describe an individual whose spirit is unyielding, unconstrained, one who navigates life on their own terms, effortlessly. They do not always show up on time, but when they arrive, you notice an individual confident in their contradictions. They know the rules but behave as if they do not exist. Mutine, the new fragrance by Miu Miu, defined by you.
So a little backstory again, we had the CrimeCon box that Amanda decorated with her daughters. We will post pictures probably in this video too. We had 37 in there that I counted, but one was a blank one, which I was telling Amanda off mic right before we started. I said, some jackass just folded up a blank one and put it in there.
I was like, that was me and your wife.
Yeah, they did it for a Instagram video, so they just put a blank one in.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a spy who used invisible ink.
Ooh.
I should never have confessed.
I need to pull it back out.
Make him get the black light just for the plot, and then it's still blank.
I'd be afraid of what else I'd see if I turned on a black light right now.
I know too much.
So now we actually had 36, which breaks down to 12 each perfectly. I've emailed each of you, and we can just kind of go back and forth and read them and discuss them to whatever length we want. And 36 is a good number. I was surprised at how well it turned out. Amanda had this idea once before. She wanted to set up a little recording station asking people to come in and record their own thing, and I just didn't want to bring that kind of equipment. So I'm glad we were able to make this work and see that people would actually participate.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is such a good turnout for the first time doing it. So I'm thrilled.
No kidding.
In Vegas next year, think about the criminals that'll be there.
Think about it.
And maybe people will be like a little bit drunk when they do it.
Ooh, yes.
That'll help them confess.
Yeah.
So who should start, Trevin?
I mean, I can start. I guess we'll just go in the order of the dilemmas.
Yeah, that sounds great.
My first confession here they signed their name, a forensic scientist. And they put in parentheses with a sparkly badge. I think I remember we made an inside joke with somebody about a sparkly badge.
Yes, I kept telling anyone who came to our table, because our badges for creators were just like a boring orange or something. And so every time someone came to our table, I was like, sparkly badge! I'm so jealous. Yours is like a disco ball.
You got a diamond.
Yeah.
So their crime is threw a cheese roll up at an asshole driver that cut me off at Taco Bell. They actually use $signs for the S's in the word asshole. So I thought that was funny.
They censored themselves in person.
That's something I found interesting about this too. A lot of people draw little smiley faces. They like shorthand things and draw symbols. So if anything is weird like that, I tried to keep them authentic if you wanted to remark on how they wrote it.
Perfect. Is that all it says? Is that they threw what was it, a cheese roll up?
Threw a cheese roll up at asshole driver that cut me off at Taco Bell.
Wow. But then what? Then you just don't have your cheese roll up anymore.
However, this was fiscally responsible. I'm well antiquated with the cheese roll up, and they are the cheapest menu item. So they would have likely had more to choose from.
That's true. That is a really cheap item. It's basically just tortilla and cheese. I know they didn't write down their name, but I remember who this was. I hope that she had more in her bag, at least to eat some, and then just waste the cheese roll up. I could accept that.
It was a drive-by carbing.
Yeah.
And I do like that they most likely did think ahead and they did throw the cheapest thing. That's a criminal that's after my heart. I love savings.
They thought ahead. And it's biodegradable, so nobody litter.
Yeah.
See, there we go.
Thoughtful criming.
Yes. Well, that was a great first one to start out with. I also have one. This is from Carrie. And I love it how on the forums, I don't know if we said this, we put, do you want us to share this on the podcast? Yes or no? And then do you want your name or do you want to go anonymous? So people had to write their name on here. And I love that. Thank you for owning all your petty crimes.
And every single person said yes to the podcast.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. I was curious about that.
Yeah, it's like, you really just want something to be between you, me, and Jesus? Like,
yeah, you just want this between us? Okay.
The box was the therapist and it's over.
I'm glad we could give you this outlet.
So this is their confession. When having to do self-checkout at Walmart with 5+ workers standing there, no lines open, full cart of groceries, and only 15 items or less, I did not scan half that shit, with the cops standing there watching me the whole time. Embarrassed the shit out of my 17-year-old.
Just walked off?
Oh my God. Okay, that's ballsy. I would be so scared with a cop standing right there. You're not scanning half?
Well, that's like a thing. It's called skip scanning. And it's like a recognized crime. Like, girl, you got to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, there's a camera right on you.
Yeah. She's going to get a call.
Yeah. I hope not. Haven't we all done it where it's like you put something on the scale and you're like, oh, I'm actually going to say it was this less expensive item than the other. But half of your loot with a cop standing there, that is so ballsy.
Also, the cop was just not interested.
Yeah. He hates his job.
Yeah.
And then the 17-year-old being like, oh my God.
17-year-old's going to give it away.
I mean, as long as I'm not the one committing the crime, if I watch my mom get hauled off in cuffs, that'd be kind of fun.
Depends on who your mom is. My birth mom, you know.
Right. Some moms would be more fun than others to see get arrested, Trevin.
Yeah, and some would make the scene way worse.
Well, the scene will always be worse, but
yeah, that's true.
There's self-checkouts everywhere. I get how sometimes it can be really tempting, but dang.
All right. I have a confession, and I'm just really grateful I get to be a part of this shit show, because the second you guys told me about this, I was going to find a way to get involved. There was no way I was going to not get the piping hot tea that I could feel coming from that box. Mm-hmm. So I invited myself, and you guys were nice enough to let me be weird.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
We're glad you wanted to be weird with us.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so this one is from Anonymous, and it's very short. It says, assaulted a zombie at Scarowinds, which to me sounds like this person went through a haunted forest and punched a zombie. And I could have written this because the only haunted forest I have been in, I shoved somebody. Let me explain, and it was totally warranted. I'm not sorry. I had just gotten new shoes. I had blisters on the back of my heels, and this person in their little getup or whatever kept purposefully stepping on the backs of my shoes. Oh. And so it was messing up my little blister, and it hurt. And I kept saying, like, hey, don't do that. I have blisters, my feet hurt. But this little zombie bitch thought that he was going to have a little chuckle fest and fuck with me the entire time. Like, I get you want to scare people, scare me. Do not hurt my heels. Blisters are disgusting. And so like the third time I turned around and I was like, I said stop, and I pushed them away from me. And he was like, you cannot touch the blah, blah, blah at blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bitch, you touched me first. Call the fucking cops. What are you going to do? He's like, I'm the manager. It's like, I've never cared less, Carl. Literally in my entire life. I just asked you not to step on my shoe. So me and Anonymous, best friends.
Yes. I love both of those stories. And yeah, I'm sorry. You can't give me a flat tire on my shoe and expect me
over and over
with a blister.
And I gave communication like, hey, this is escalating and my patience is waning.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially since they're like touching you first by giving you the flat tire.
Yeah, Carl, I wanted nothing to do with you. If you yelled boo at me, I would have been like, ah. But what I asked you not to do was hurt my feet.
Don't they have to like warn you beforehand, like this is a haunted house where they can touch you? Like, isn't that more rare?
I feel like they don't have those. It's more of a like, feel the wind of scare.
Yes. We will terrify you very close by. I wish we had more follow-up to this confession, but just picturing somebody getting in a fight with a zombie is pretty hysterical.
I looked up Scarowinds. It looks like it's called Carowinds or Carowinds. I'm not sure what it is. Oh. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I guess in the October season, they put an S on it and call it Scarowinds.
Oh, okay. So it's a person from North Carolina. Interesting. Good research on that, Trevin.
Thank you. Yeah, I just had to know what it was.
Yeah.
Not too far from me. I can go and get an update from the zombie in October if we really need to.
Yeah, it's almost season for it.
We might need a follow-up. I love that, though. Get back up off me, zombie.
All right, my next one comes from somebody named Jess K.
Okay.
And they said, peed on the side of the road when I was blackout drunk. And that's it.
Who hasn't?
Right.
Right.
You are not alone, and you're in good company here.
Yeah.
We love a good public urinator. I honestly thought that was the funniest one because we also had our Wheel of Crime at CrimeCon that people could spin. And anytime anyone got public urinator, I would just cackle the loudest. So although it's not as easy to just pee wherever you want as it is for gross boys such as yourself, Trevin. No, just kidding.
Gross.
I feel like most of us have probably peed somewhere we shouldn't, right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen public restrooms and porta potties? I would rather pee beside a porta potty than in one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I peed at a
Same.
porta potty near a mountain when I was in Estes, and I should not have used that toilet,
No.
if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Thank you for confessing that. Probably one of the most random places I ever peed in public was in the bushes of a McDonald's when I was in high school. So dumb, but I had to go.
Piss happens.
After having 3 kids, if I jump, I pee. I was just at a Bowling for Soup concert. I'm friends with Jarrett. He is the singer, but they're touring right now with Simple Plan. So anytime they're in the area, we meet up with them and we have such an amazing time. They're like the best people in the world. So we brought the kids this time so he could get me cool mom points.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I definitely banked them. But he was like, hey, I know it's late, but I would love for you to keep the kids here to see Simple Plan because the production is amazing. And so we did. It was super late, but there was this song Simple Plan does called Jump. And my kids wanted to jump. And it was at that point that I realized that my pelvic floor is no longer what it once was. Like the effort to not pee myself was Olympic. Like I've sneezed in the kitchen. My bad. I just peed a little.
No,
But I was at this concert and I was like, oh my gosh, my strength right now should be studied.
And did you jump along with the crowd?
I jumped and I clenched as hard as I could. And then I
am
reached the
proud.
point where I was like, self-awareness is key right now.
Mhm.
Let's jump a little less.
Let's downgrade it to a
Oh my
hop
God.
at best here.
Yeah. Calf raises.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm the same way. I have to cross my legs when I sneeze.
Yep.
Because, after the kids, it's just not the same.
No, it is not.
But what are we to do? That's a good confession. Well, I have a next one. Oh, this is from Susan. So Susan says, I have stolen an item from the grocery store by accident. My grandson put a shirt in my scooter. Oh, she was on the riding scooters?
Mhm.
I went and paid for my things and left. It wasn't till we were leaving that we discovered we had it. This was at Universal Studios in Florida. Oh, Susan.
Hold it in, Susan.
I also love how Susan confessed, but she basically was just throwing her grandson right under that scooter or bus.
If anyone comes after me, the skip scan police call.
Yeah, it's like, I'm cool for the confession, but really, it was this asshole, wasn't me.
And he's not going to be charged as an adult, okay?
Loophole.
Oh, so it was a shirt at Universal Studios. Susan's just riding her scooter, minding her own business. And next thing she knows, she's an accessory to petty theft.
You also know that shit was so overpriced too.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
it was probably
Mhm.
like a $60 t-shirt.
It's just got like some ears over a castle.
What did the t-shirt look like, Susan? And does your grandson still have it? Again, I wish we could ask follow-up questions to everybody, but that's so cute. That one feels very innocent to me.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe if people hear this and that was theirs, if they want to send a follow-up for context.
Absolutely.
Right.
Oh.
Feel free.
Emails are always open. livelaughlarceny@gmail.com.
Ooh, there you go, Trevin.
Okay, here's another one that is so on brand. This is from Chelsea. We love Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
She says, literally peed everywhere. Long lines? Nah. Finding a bush, alley, anywhere semi-discreet. 100% Chelsea.
Yes, Chelsea.
If you have to go, you have to go.
Another public urinator.
No complaint.
It is funny when people get that on the wheel, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. A lot of them
Oh,
just admit
yeah.
to it.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Anywhere and everywhere, that detail really does crack me up.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Anywhere? Anywhere? Like, there's a few.
What are the few where you're like, nah?
Oh, God. Like a local church picnic, maybe?
If there's a tree, it's for me. We could be in a church picnic, but I feel like if there's a tree and you have to pee, that is acceptable.
No, I'm with you.
I don't think anybody who loves you will want you to be miserable with a full bladder.
Not even Jesus himself.
I think you'd be the most forgiving person if you need to use the bathroom.
Oh my God, I'm literally tearing up. You're right. I feel like in most instances, if you have to go, you have to go. We love you and respect all of you public urinators out there.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. I mean, as long as it's like somewhat discreet.
Yeah.
We don't want you just like popping a squat in the middle of Duck Duck Goose. Find a tree, enjoy yourself.
Yes.
We all survived without indoor plumbing. It's okay to continue to survive when it's not nearby.
I totally agree.
This episode is brought to you by Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels and music are made for each other. They share a rhythm in the craft of making something timeless, while being a part of legendary nights. From backyard jams to sold-out arenas, there's a song in every toast. Please drink responsibly. Responsibility.org. Jack Daniels and Old No. 7 are registered trademarks. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee.
I give my daughter Smarty Pants vitamins to support her brain health, so her science fair project sounds more like and less like. And while I may say it's not a competition, of course it is. Choose Smarty Pants vitamins to support your kid's brain health. Shop on Amazon, smartypantsvitamins.com, or at Target today. Brain health support from Key Nutrients. This statement has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Doug. Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu, is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
I've got one here from Whitney from Navigating Advocacy Podcast.
Oh, yeah. We know her. She put her name and her show. What is her confession about to be?
No shame.
In high school, we would hang out with a group of friends in a shed in one person's backyard. We called it the, quote, Cadillac Ranch from the classic country song by Chris Ledoux. For an initiation, we would have to find street signs with your name, steal it, and we used them as wallpaper.
When I first heard we used to hang out in a shed, I was like, where the hell is this going?
Mm-hmm.
Moderate climate.
yeah. I was like, what? I mean, stealing a street sign with your name, that is a classic crime. That's something a lot of teenagers love to do. Did you ever do that, either of you?
I couldn't find it with my name, personally.
Well, that's true.
Yours would be very difficult. I know where I could get one with my name, but I didn't because I was a massive rule follower and my dad was a homicide detective. So,
ooh, yeah.
There was no calling the cops. You lived with them.
Yeah.
Get his magnifying glass and be like, where'd you get that sign?
Yeah, he was going to chalk my tires to see if I left after he went to bed.
Dang.
I was a massive rule follower too. So I usually just hung out and watched the kids do the bad stuff and make observations while it was happening.
Oh, I didn't even do that. I just waited and got pregnant when I was in high school and really stuck it on him.
You're like, I know I followed the whole street sign thing, but here we go.
I got some tattoos and you're going to be a grandfather. Sheer disappointment. Just kidding. If he's listening to this, he's having a heart attack.
Yeah, please don't judge us, Heather's father. I'm sure you're a very respected man of the world.
He's going to be like, that's Heather. Jesus. Except he won't say it like that. It'll be deeper.
Oh, well, I have a next one. This one is very short, very to the point. I'm pretty sure we can relate to this one too. This is from Mandy. Shout out, Amanda. I wonder if you go by Mandy, Amanda, Mandy. But Mandy said, stealing pint glasses from bars and restaurants.
Oh,
Yes.
We had a listener send us in a story about that.
Oh, that's right. That was a few years back, wasn't it? They had like their whole pantry filled with restaurant.
It was ramekins mainly, I think.
Okay.
There's something to that. Like, that's a psychological thing.
There is. Sometimes it was just easier to be like, I'm going to take this homemade ranch with me.
Yeah, and they're really handy to have on hand at home.
Totally. That was a short and simple one, and I think we've all been there, done that.
Because I followed the rules, except for drinking underage. I did that. There was a waiter at the local TGI Fridays because I was so cool. He would let me drink underage because he was also a criminal. And then I was like, I really like this glass and I want it. And he'd be like, just stick it in your purse. And so I did like allowed taking of things. I got permission from someone who probably also did not.
Right.
But it made me feel better about my actions.
Oh, yeah. If I was you and someone gave me permission that worked there, like...
Yeah, the guilt would be so gone.
Clear conscience.
Yep.
Okay. This one is from Kate, and she says, I was a high school vandal. My tag was Garfield, and I would smuggle a Sharpie into the bathroom to decorate the walls with giant murals of Buff Garfield. One time I came in when a piece was freshly painted over and proceeded to wipe off the fresh paint and create an even bigger mural. Okay, Banksy.
The audacity.
I like that it's Buff Garfield and not just Garfield.
Creative control.
Is she like drawing his whole upper body with him like flexing?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
I can
is
picture it. I bet he's got like a
shit.
little sweat headband on too.
Yeah.
I actually remember the gal who told us she was writing that, and we were like, Garfield, of all things, that seems like a really hard thing to draw. And she was like, oh no, I could draw that in my sleep.
I wonder if she's my age, because when I was younger and in high school, before iPhones were a thing, my good mom, she kept these comic books and stuff in the bathroom because you can only read the shampoo bottles so many times when you're sitting there.
Right.
And so we had these like long Garfield comic books. And so I wonder if her inspo was bathroom reading.
I can see that. You're talking about the ones that are like, they're shorter rectangle. I had a bunch of those too.
Yeah.
It all ties back to the toilet, you know?
It all does.
Always.
I used to do Sudoku in the high school bathroom.
Ooh, okay. Multitasking. I love that.
Had good grades. And so when I was in statistics, I was like, look, it's my time. I'm going to be out for a while. She's like, whatever, keep your grades up.
Nice. My next one's going to actually tie in pretty closely with one we just did. But from Rachel, I like to steal cool glasses from bars and restaurants. Most of my bar cart was free. Smiley face.
Yes, Rachel.
She's not alone.
No.
Trevin, do you remember? I don't know if you ever saw this at one of our Halloween parties or not, but way back in the day, before we had kids, Jordan somehow stole one of those gigantic, tall beer pitcher things from Power and Light.
With the spout on it or whatever?
Yes.
He stole that? I guess I forgot that he stole it. I remember that.
It was when the Royals were in the World Series but lost, and we were all so hammered downtown. This is, like I said, years back. I helped steal it, but not like really willingly. He was just like, hey, hold this piece. And I was like, what even is this? And it was like a piece of the thing.
Oh, he dismantled it? Is that how he did it?
Yes. I think he gave some to our friend Molly. He held the base. I just had a part of it. I didn't even know what it was. And then when we got home, I was like, oh my God.
Accessory.
Yeah.
Accessory. I know.
Wow, that's a good way of doing it, though, to dismantle. I would have never thought that, because that's not a small piece. It looks like a fixture kind of to your bar, or at least the way you used to have it. Do you still have that?
We still have it, but since we moved, I don't know where it is now.
Damn, that's so funny. I had no idea that was stolen.
It's petty engineering.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like in the fourth Saw movie when they're like, how did he get this murder trap in this hotel room? And they said, the only way he could do it is piece by piece. Good job, Jordan.
Oh, I just felt the need to share that, but thank you, Rachel. Stealing cool glasses is still a thing, too.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a tower like this fool did. My next one is amazing. I mean, they're all amazing so far, but this one is just so good, and it is anonymous. The anonymous confession says, I got drunk and stole a $1 Lunchable from a hotel lobby because no one was there to pay.
Damn, a $1 Lunchable?
That feels like irresponsibility on the hotel's part.
Honestly, they just have Lunchables free and open to the public? And what kind of Lunchable was it? Was it pizza? Was it nacho? Did it come with a Capri Sun? Was it like...
It definitely did not, because I know Lunchables.
Yeah, if it was a $1 one, that had to have been a real cheap-ass, tiny, fun size.
This was years ago, 5 years ago it had to be, because I am well-versed in Lunchable inflation. Mm-hmm. It used to be 10 for 10 in the non-Capri Sun, not dessert having Lunchables.
Yes.
The plain, like, sandwich having shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is 5 to 10 years ago.
You're right.
And it was at a place like Kalahari or something where they have those convenience almost sections.
Yeah, that is exactly right. They used to be 10 for 10, the little small ones. And now, I shit you not, I go and they're like $3.90 something. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, because I love me some quick snackage.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The inflation of the Lunchable market is insufferable.
It really is.
I don't know why they don't use that as a barometer more for that kind of thing.
It should be. There should be a website.
Yeah. Like that one government thing when it's like...
Pizza tracking?
Yeah, the pizza. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But it's a Lunchable tracker for inflation.
Uh-huh. Doesn't even come with cookies or a juice box.
Ugh.
Dude, I think if they had that as a website, it would just depress me.
All of it depresses me.
Yeah.
Regularly. On a constant basis.
Opening my eyes depresses me.
But don't take away our Lunchables.
They already have. Lunchables are for the wealthy. Even SpaghettiOs are not 10 for 10 anymore.
No, I know. It's wild. But I do love a little drunken confession in a hotel lobby and just taking a little Lunchable. I mean, there's no harm in it.
Right.
So my confession is going to go right into yours.
Ooh.
This one is from Sherry Ellen. It says, I stole tomato soup from the convention center store. This is live crime in action.
A live confession.
Oh my God, I know exactly what she's talking about in that market area.
Because I don't. I'm so confused. Where did she obtain tomato soup?
Trevin, that market area that you, me, and Emily were stuck in line at CrimeCon, it was like a snake of a line. There was a big thing of tomato soup. And in my mind, I saw it and I was like, But I didn't do it, but somebody did.
Damn. What if they did that after they saw our box? And then they're like, I'm inspired.
My mind is blown. I literally, though, was thinking that I was like, someone's going to get so over this line. They're just going to go get some soup and walk right out. No one's going to even notice because it was so packed.
Maybe that's the goal where it's like, look, if you're so pissed off at this point, we'll put the soup here. So they steal this. We're not that pissed.
Honestly.
Sacrificial soup.
They're not going to lose a ton of money from a stolen tomato soup. Let's get real.
She had to steal some silverware too, which generally is free, but like she had to get hardware to make that work.
Right.
Yeah.
She was slurping.
I love that. That was a very recent crime and one that I did ponder myself.
They see the world similarly to you then, except they acted on it. I have one from, I'm going to say this is super anonymous because they didn't circle anonymous or put a name, so.
Whoa. Okay.
Their confession, I once left a mealworm in a sour cream container at Walmart when I was 8. Sad face. I'm sorry.
Wait, what's a mealworm?
This person has reptiles. That's what you feed reptiles.
Oh my God. Okay, a mealworm. Okay.
Oh, so maybe they were buying mealworms, or did they just have a mealworm on them?
My guess is this person had reptiles. Their parent had taken them to Petco to get the stuff to feed their lizard. And it's an 8-year-old. So he's like, I'm going to keep mealworms in my pocket. And then he was like, you know, it'd be funny if I put this into some sour cream. But I'm curious about the sour cream, like peel lid.
Right.
Did he peel the lid back? And who got the complaint about mealworms and their sour cream and had the whole recall because of it?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna Google.
Right. Like, was there a lawsuit?
There's a legal team shitting bricks right now.
Now, I will say this too, and this sounds like one of these people. We've had so many people that when they confess, they were like, I felt guilty about it for as long as I've lived. And it sounds like they do feel bad, but I think it was fine. I'm sure it's okay.
You were 8.
Yeah. Forgive yourself.
Although, what a weird one to do, though. Weird kid.
Kids are weird. They really are.
I wonder if he still has reptiles.
Ooh. Yeah. Another good follow-up. I love that we have you here, Heather, because I was like, mealworm? What the hell?
Yeah.
I am just a safe full of unnecessary information.
We need that. Well, this next one, you guys, is not a very small crime. This is quite large, honestly, but I'm here for it. So this is an anonymous one, probably for the best. And it says, I flew into San Antonio. I stole my car from my ex-husband. Oh, it's her car. Okay. Maybe it isn't so bad. I stole my car from my ex-husband and had it shipped out of state. He woke up to an empty parking lot. Okay.
Get it, girl.
I support this message.
Me too. I thought it was going to be his car, which I still probably would have supported, but
I wonder how expensive that is to just ship a car like that.
Probably pretty penny.
Yeah.
That's like a ferry situation.
Yeah, who knows? It's in San Antonio, so yeah.
I would have left the rental at his house.
Right.
Report it stolen. That's a crime. Don't do that. And then driven my car back. But I would have like checked it for GPS monitors or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
What's yours is yours, hon.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's yours, I don't even consider that a petty crime. If it's yours, I do think it's petty to do it secretively, but I still am here for it.
Right.
Ex-husbands, fuck off. Absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly. Take whatever.
He doesn't sound like he was a rational dude or she wouldn't have to steal her car.
Right.
Right.
You know, he's telling people like, my crazy ex-wife stole my car. Like, whose name was it under? Bob.
Exactly, Bob. She stole her own car.
Cry about it. I'm up next with a confession from, I'm assuming, Anonymous.
Oh.
This one just says that a listener by the name of Angie S. had a sister stop by. She apparently was not a criminal, but she did want to make sure everybody knew about it.
Oh, what was this one, Trevin?
Somebody left a message and just said they had a listener named Angie S. that listens to the show and they wanted to give them a shout out. So they...
We love Angie S. She's our favorite person.
Yeah. Thank you, Angie S., for being our listener.
I thought about Angie S. this morning and I was like, I hope we get to talk about her today because I had forgotten yesterday. Not enough people know about Angie S.
The world needs to know.
We stand for Ange.
Yes, we do. No, that's so cute. I love a good shout out. And that's okay that you're not a petty criminal. That's fine. It probably means you're on the right track.
Right.
Also, what a good friend to go full anonymous because she just wanted the sun to shine on Angie.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good point. I was thinking that too. I've got one from Callie Cat.
Oh.
Who says, I stole a bracelet from a store in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina after trying on many and did not realize until I got home. Oops.
Ooh. First of all, Myrtle Beach was one of my favorite family vacations I took growing up because I didn't get to see the ocean very much and they had like a really fun boardwalk situation. So shout out Myrtle Beach. But so it was jewelry? Is that what she said?
Bracelet.
I don't know what kind or how nice.
Well, let me ease her criminal mind as someone who has gone to Myrtle Beach a bajillion and a half times. The bracelets are like maybe worth 25 cents.
Oh.
They're going to sell it to you for a solid 12, but you did not steal anything that sent them into bankruptcy, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
It was an accident, and you sound like a lovely person because you care.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I hope you still wear it to this day, and it looks great on you.
I really do think that was probably another one that was like, I feel so bad. And then she put it in the box. I was like, oh, it's okay.
She was fresh out of mealworms.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, my next one. This is from Charisse, and it says, shoplifter. Yikes. Frowny face. Shoplifted at Claire's. Had to do community service. At Walmart, my mom caught me and took me back and made me confess.
But had to do the legit community service.
Yeah, they stole at Claire's and Walmart. Is that what I'm getting at? I think
That's how I understood it. Yeah.
Walmart doesn't play. They'll ban your ass.
Ooh.
If you're a kid, though, you're probably pretty solid. And mom was like on it. She's like, you will atone.
She said, you're going to go back and make this right. Ooh.
They're not going to blame me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Susan on the scooter that's like, oh, damn it, grandson, let's get out of here. No, this mom was like, we're turning this car around.
Susan feels worse now because she didn't turn around.
Sorry, Susan.
We forgive you, Susan.
Yeah.
Honestly, as a parent, though, Heather, like, luckily I've never run into this yet. I mean, all kids make silly mistakes. I don't know how I would handle it if I got out to the car. Well, I guess it depends. I don't know. The whole thing just depends. It depends what it is. It depends if it was an accident. I don't know, but I just don't know how I would react. I don't think I'd be the mom that'd be like, you march back in there and turn yourself in, you thief.
I think if it was on purpose, like we'd be having a serious conversation.
Yeah.
If it was on accident, we'd just run back and be like, hey, so this happened.
Yeah. That's
so
a
you
good
haven't
point.
encountered this before?
One time I had forgotten to check out diapers, the bottom of my cart, and I noticed when I got out and I went back in and I bought the diapers.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a kid that stole anything, though.
No.
Samaritan.
Full guilt. I couldn't, like, it would just run through my brain all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
We're very big on guilt here.
Oh, yes.
So good, so good, so good.
New fall arrivals are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Get ready to save big with up to 60% off Vince, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
Because there's always something new.
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock exclusive discounts on your favorite brands. Shop new arrivals first and more. Plus, get an extra 5% off every Rack purchase with a Nordstrom credit card. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
This episode is brought to you by Cars.com. On Cars.com, you can shop over 2 million cars. That means over 2 million new car possibilities, like making space for your growing family, becoming the type of person who takes spontaneous weekend camping trips, or upgrading your commute. Wherever life takes you next, or whoever you're looking to be, there's a car for that on Cars.com. Visit Cars.com to discover your next possibility.
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab, LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
Next confession is from Kadra Perplexity, a mystery podcast. So we have another podcast host on our hands.
We love Kadra.
Yes.
Her confession is, a couple of weeks ago, I went to a soccer game, and after getting out of the stadium, I realized I had to pee. I walked to the nearest gas station, but their bathroom was closed. So under the cover of night, I peed behind the gas station. I then tripped into a hole and got pee all over myself. Never again. So first of all, don't say never.
Yeah, I would prefer that to never happen again.
However, any girl who has ever been in a scenario where you have to pee in an unconventional place means you're half squatting the whole time. And unless we're doing leg day on a regular basis, that can get difficult. And so sometimes pee happens. Falling into a hole, not the best plot twist.
No.
However, forgive yourself.
Please.
It doesn't have to be a never scenario.
Yeah.
You got to go. You got to go.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing sweet little innocent Kadra trying to squat behind this gas station and then falling into a hole, and it's just so sad, Kadra. No one saw you, hopefully.
The world knows now, but we stand with you.
Yeah. A lot of urinators in Colorado, apparently, or just in general that we don't realize, you know?
And we're also ashamed. Let me be the one to let everyone know it is okay to pee.
Yeah. Let your urine flag fly.
Yeah. Let your yellow flag fly.
I've got a short one from Jennifer Park. It says, I snagged a pin earlier today, which, how dare you?
Oh, at CrimeCon again?
Yeah, those pins were not for people to take. They weren't branded. Those were just for writing.
One of our pins or someone else's?
I'm going to guess one of ours.
I don't know, because I don't think she would write it with your pen and then steal it.
I guess you're
the
right.
steal's past tense, in which case it probably was free.
Yeah.
There are pens all over the place.
There were pins for days. If it was one of our pins, then yeah, I'm personally offended. They were not branded. They weren't cool.
I remember one person do a slow drive-by on our table and kind of just look at everything and then go, huh. And then that's the only thing they did was grab one of the pens and walk off. Oh, look.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Oh, I
Go
love that
man.
pin.
You get offensive pens.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, pen. That's what we all need. Well, that's funny. I wonder who they stole that from. If it was us, please tell us. Okay.
Don't tell them.
My next one. Oh my God, you guys, guess what? It's another pee story. And this one is from CC Suarez, YouTuber and podcaster that was at CrimeCon.
Caddy corner from us.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. Yes. So
We can tag her in this.
yes. What was the name of their podcast again, Trevin? For the Cloud?
True crime podcast called Elizabeth with Cheryl and Dale.
Yes. Okay. They were telling us about that. So this is their confession. It says, I got expelled from boarding school for peeing on someone's toothbrush.
Did they deserve it?
I imagine so.
And how did anyone find out?
Yeah.
Who did you
That's a
tell,
good
CC?
point.
What if somebody caught it on video?
Well, why are there videos in the bathroom?
That's a good point.
Bigger case problem.
I'm just thinking of the shame of somebody making you watch yourself piss on a toothbrush and be like,
Maybe she was tired of being at boarding school.
Honestly, I'd want to get kicked out of boarding school too.
Mhm.
I would probably do a plethora of crazy things to get out of something like that. So really, I can't have too much judgment, but I am curious. Yeah. Did she tell someone that she did it? Did someone walk in on her midstream peeing on a toothbrush and then they saw it and then they told?
And how did they know it was somebody else's? She could have been like, it's my toothbrush. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, mind your own
You don't do
business.
this? You don't piss on your own toothbrush?
I recognize Rachel's toothbrush while I'm interrupting your intimate moment by yourself while you urinate. She had to have told somebody.
Yeah, I'd have to.
I think so too. The more we're talking it out.
Whose friend was a rat.
Yeah. She probably thought, oh, this is my ride or die. I'm going to tell her what I did. And she immediately turned on her. Not cool.
Not cool. Succession twist.
Another good urination story.
Yeah, except urine as a weapon this time. How great.
Yeah, like don't recommend, but.
Yeah.
Next confession is from Anonymous. And it says, kept $100 bill I found in a Walmart parking lot in Vegas. Still eats at me 10 plus years later. Sad face.
Oh, that's
Isn't that so
okay.
wholesome?
It is, but maybe it was fate. Maybe you needed it more than the person who lost it.
Yeah. And also, I feel like the majority of people are going to Vegas thinking, I could lose a lot of money.
In the parking lot.
And you found it.
Yeah, like maybe they are thinking it's going to be from gambling or spending $1 million at the restaurants or whatever, but no, you might lose it just in a parking lot.
It's sad because they were anonymous and it was a confession box for crimes, and they immediately went to the time they found a $100 bill. That's not even a crime.
That stumbled upon you,
The
my
guilt.
baby. Like, it's okay.
More than 10 years later, like obviously now, if you found a $100 bill, you would be like, hey, let's find the rightful owner. However,
Right.
10 years ago, you were a different person than you are now. And it sounds like you probably needed it at that time in your life. And for someone to lose a $100 bill and not notice, My guess is they had quite a bit out of their pocket, out of their wallet at the time.
Yes.
Right. They probably didn't even notice.
I'm sure your electric bill was paid that month.
Yeah.
We're giving you permission to let it go.
We need to forgive our younger self, Anonymous.
I agree.
So I've got one that's similar to ones we've had before here. Accidentally stole my groceries at self-checkout by scanning my items and forgetting to pay. I was too embarrassed to go back, so I donated to a charity. Shelby.
Feels like you made it even.
You scanned your whole cart and you're just like, anyway.
That had to have been a perfect storm situation to just walk out the store and not have one person notice or say anything.
Right.
When this person wanted to make sure that money left her account to like make it even, and quite frankly, like this is Walmart, they pay their employees next to nothing.
Right.
And things are more expensive than they need to be. So your money probably went further at this charity than it would have at the Walmart. I'm not condoning stealing, but clearly this person has a conscience and her money probably went to a really good cause.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better. I'd rather money go to a charity than Walmart.
Than to any real greedy corporation, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if you have $1 billion company and your employees rely on government assistance to survive.
Right. There's a problem.
Yeah, maybe it's not the poor people that are ruining things.
Right.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's why I'm wearing my Eat the Rich shirt.
Okay, I was like, are people gonna like pitchfork you because I just popped off? Okay.
No.
good.
And if they do, we'll pitchfork them right back.
I don't mind if they pitchfork me. I just don't want them to pitchfork you on my behalf.
No, I don't think so. I went through a phase where I kept making anti-capitalist jokes, and that cleared us out a long time ago, like before it even got nasty. So I think I'm pretty good there.
Following the election, a lot of people realized they hate me, which that's fine.
It's like, oh, okay.
I clearly wasn't clear enough, like what's important to me and my boundaries and what I stand for. And so now that we've made it clear, I think we're okay. There's still some lingerers who are like, I want to let you know every now and then that you moderately annoy me, even though I don't know you at all. And in which case, like, I'm filling some kind of void in their life. And if that's what I need to be for you in your transition to whatever comes next, like, cool, I guess.
That's like a nice way to look at it.
That is a really nice way to look at it. But yeah, stop hating on her, guys, whoever you are. Oh, okay, this is a good one. This is from Angela R. I print sewing pattern PDFs on my work computer with their color copier as often as I need. After all, sewing is my therapy for all they put me through over the last 7 years. I'm an RN, by the way.
I love it.
Yeah.
You want me to be mad?
Still that ink.
On your team.
That's my favorite kind of crime right there, when it's somebody like they feel petty about it, even though it's really not a big deal really, but it makes them feel like they're getting something back that they deserve.
I don't think any hospital went bankrupt over sewing patterns.
True. I love that they felt like they had explained, like, this is my therapy, so like they owe this to me anyway. I'm like, you don't even have to explain.
I was already on your team, hon.
And I'm sure the man's taking advantage of you. I know it.
100%. And we've all seen the cost of Tylenol in the ER.
Oh, God.
Print your shit, girl.
Yeah.
Print yo shit. And shout out for being an RN. Oh, my God.
100%. My gosh.
Wow.
You deserve 40 times your pay.
Yep.
Next confession is from Anonymous. It says, I laced dessert with X-Lax during a church youth conference. Lots of people affected. Best childhood memory is what they said. Oh my gosh.
Wait, so they don't feel guilt at all. This is like kind of the exact opposite from some of our other people that they're like, for years I felt horrible that I accidentally shoplifted. This person's like, I made everyone shit at the church. I feel zero guilt about it.
X-Lax is something that makes your guts just evacuate. It does not soften your poop. So anybody who has constipation issues would have felt like they were dying.
Oh, I guess I never thought about it and really knew that. Wow.
I never knew that either.
I made that mistake once. I was constipated, TMI, and I took X-Lax, and then I just felt like my guts were going to explode because the problem was that I needed to poop a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it wasn't a stool softener. So stool softeners are different than X-Lax. And so people who are constipated would have felt like a grenade was in their body.
Damn.
There were people probably being like, oh, help me.
Some people were having grenade issues, but other people had grenades in their body.
Wow.
A lot more cruel than just the silly little everybody's pooping at the same time sort of thing.
When I feel like this gives you away too, like you're the only one not shitting their brains out.
Yeah,
like you'd probably have to pretend to be struggling. And they're like, I did it. I'll do it again.
And they loved it.
I want to know what prompted this because this is diabolical.
Yeah. Did that church, like, were they all assholes? Or
what happened?
Yeah, what was the motive? Was there more of a motive than just petty fun?
There has to be.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Or there's like follow up here.
Yeah, that's a good follow-up one. Please tell us why.
From Joanne H. I stole gum as a child and stole patches for my pants as a teen.
90s baby alert.
Yeah, definitely feels 90s, baby.
Those were definitely iron-on though, so someone's mom is complicit.
Yeah.
She has the iron like, where'd you get these, sweetie?
None of your business, Mom. I traded them for Pogs.
Oh, Pogs.
Oh, I love the patches though on the pants. We need to do that again. Now it's more like patches on jean jackets and stuff.
I've seen people do it to furniture where like pets had put a hole or something in it and it looks so cool.
Oh,
like floral. It looks really cool. I might do it on purpose.
Yeah, remember that for your dogs.
Yeah, my dogs are always damaging furniture, so I'm like, ooh.
And they got those big Grinch toes.
My next one is okay, this isn't really a crime. It's maybe more of like a personal crime or something someone felt guilty about. This is from Mercy M, which Mercy, that's a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
But Mercy said, I forgot to bring the Travel Buddy stuffed animal with me to CrimeCon. My daughter superimposed the bear on a picture so I won't be in trouble with my grandson, Evan. Okay, I do remember this person coming up and telling me this. They said...
Oh, because I don't.
They said, my grandson sent me with the stuffed animal. I forgot it at home. But she's like, don't worry. My daughter photoshopped the picture so I can show them that it's here, but it's really not. And they felt really guilty about it.
Oh my God. That's like the older generation is using technology to trick the youngest generation.
I'd love to see it.
It's ironic.
And that is not a petty crime. I mean, it's maybe a simple mistake, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
To her, it feels criminal.
Yeah.
It probably did.
Grandson feels like the police.
Yeah, I get that.
Amanda and I talk about mom guilt a lot on the show. I wonder if grandma guilt is even stronger.
Oh, God.
10 out of 10. Because you just love them. You never get mad at them.
My parents have both straight up been like, we love you and your brother, that's fine and all, but your kids, though? Like, they love them on another level.
Angels.
Damn.
It's a real thing.
Yep. Jessa sends stuffed animals every time Kyle has to go on drill, and he has to send pictures of the stuffed animals at drill.
It must be a similar situation to
Yeah.
that then. I get it. It feels like you're committing a crime, but we're not coming for you. No one is.
He might.
If he finds out that those are faked photos.
I have another confession about church.
Ooh.
This one's from Peyton, and it says, had sex at church. Whoops. We did get caught, and the cops thought it was hilarious and let us go. Needless to say, we're not allowed back at that church.
Hell yeah.
They called the cops.
They said there's no saving this. Take him to
They
jail.
found a parking lot, it sounds like, that was not busy.
Yeah. It was probably had some beautiful stained glass window in the distance, some church bells maybe ringing in the background.
You make it sound so beautiful. They probably made love in that parking lot.
I love that the cop was like, LOL, get out of here.
It's wild that like a church banned them though.
I know. You'd think that they'd be like, you sinners need God in your life.
Yeah, they should give him a discount to join. Yeah.
I mean, like, Jesus was like a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
He hung out with prostitutes and like washed people's feet and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I get the vibe of you're banned from this house of worship.
Yeah, you fornicator.
You fornicator.
I feel like it kind of goes against the message.
Absolutely.
I did read the book, so I feel like I'm somewhat equipped. And like the whole thing was very much like, hey, like be nice to people, okay? You could be anybody.
Right.
And then I hear other people and I'm like, did you read it though?
Yeah, you're like, that's not the vibe I was picking
I
up.
feel like we didn't read the same thing.
Isn't that weird how that works?
Yeah, I was like, love everybody. And I mean like everybody.
Everyone.
And like be super nice to people. And like you could have been anybody else. So chill and like feed people who are hungry and house people who are homeless.
And let the youth fornicate. No.
Let them fuck.
Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
In 1988, a small New Jersey town is shaken by horror. A devoted mother murdered, satanic symbols scattered throughout her home, and her teenage son vanished without a trace. Was this a demonic ritual or a calculated act of evil? Horror master Eli Roth unravels the terrifying truth in Let the Devil In. Now streaming new episodes Sundays exclusively on MGM+.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Spotify. That's greenlight.com/Spotify.
So I've got one here. I will tell you who did it afterwards because it kind of makes more sense here.
Okay.
Spent an hour in the local library with family, picking 3 books each. Go to check out and they say, quote, "Oh, you've been blocked." "What does that even mean?" I asked. Come to find out, I owed $137 from overdrawn books. They called 911 immediately. JK, they actually put this. JK, they didn't. But we did rush home, found 6 of the 7 items and returned them. That left me with a $12 fee that I still haven't paid, because if you're under $50, you can still check items out. I win, smiley face. And it's find Kinsey's mom, parentheses, it's her book we can't find, smiley face again.
Oh my God, Kinsey's mom.
You devil.
You dirty devil.
We got to tell her about the e-libraries.
Yeah.
Where you can check out ebooks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, free.
I wonder when this crime occurred. Maybe way back when.
Yeah, who knows? But a fiscal criminal, again, decided not to pay the whole thing off and still keep just a little bit to keep them wanting her, you know?
I also want to know the fee situation because they just disappeared when the books came back.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she didn't say she paid.
Yeah, like you don't have to pay a late charge. They just wanted the books. Huh.
That is interesting. I didn't really think much about that. The math is kind of odd.
Yeah.
And 137, that seems very high for a library.
So hear me out. What if she returned 6 of the 7? So I think they were charging her for the entire book.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other book was valued at 12. And that's the one that they couldn't find.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily a late fee. It was, you have our property.
Yeah, at this point, you're just replacing it.
I mean, there's worse things in the world to steal other than books, so I'll let it go.
Indeed.
Right.
Used weathered books.
Yeah, if you're reading, that's good.
Yeah, more people should.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Well, my next petty crime confession comes from Amber M. And Amber said, I got 2 speeding tickets in 1 week. This week, in parentheses, in Georgia. I mean, that's a lot in 1 week. I've been known to get a speeding ticket in my day, but I've never gotten 2 in 1 week.
So I have gotten 2 in 1 week, but one of them was not the one that I got in Spartanburg, Georgia, which is my most egregious speeding ticket.
Oh,
it was indeed an emergency. I was out of town Apparently I was going like 95, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I was zooming past, but it was an emergency. I had to get back to Virginia. I get pulled over by like the crypt keeper's son. He is the oldest cop in the state of Georgia and like lovely man, like no shade whatsoever. But I just want to emphasize like the man's age. And so I pulled over to the left because I think I had never been pulled over before. And he was like, why'd you pull over to the left? And I was like, because I was in the left lane. He was like, oh, you're supposed to pull over to the right. And I was like, okay. And so he's like, why are you speeding? And so I explained everything to him and he's like, oh, okay. So I'm going to give you a 5 to 9 over because if I wrote you for reckless, you would have to come back to Georgia to go to court because you couldn't just pay the ticket. He did not have to be that nice to me. He was like, all right, here's your ticket. And then like I went home and it went away. But it was like the nicest thing ever. And I was telling my dad like, oh yeah, I got this ticket. He's like, what a dick writing you for like 5 to 9 over. And I was like, no, Dad, that's not what happened. Yeah, no, think harder. This is my fault.
You know, in your dad's mind, he shouldn't have written you a ticket at all. He should have just let you go.
Oh, my dad usually, my other tickets, he's like, you're going to go to jail. Like, I don't think so. But now I just drive like a grandma because I'm like, whatever. I'm going to get there when I get there.
I love a good grandma drive.
Okay, so I'm not going to tell you who wrote this one until the end. It says, I stole a bookmark from a Christian bookstore after my mom told me she wouldn't buy it for me. I was racked with guilt and was never able to use it. I think I gave it away to somebody else.
Is this someone we know?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it Emily?
It indeed is.
Trevin's wife. Oh,
like the nicest human to ever grace the planet.
Oh, that is so funny. That had her written all over it. She was raised in a super religious household, and that's so funny. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think she looks back and is glad that's the place she stole it from. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, we need to let her release that energy from her past.
Yeah, let it go, Emily. We got your back, girl.
I love that the evidence is with someone else.
Yeah, that's amazing.
If they ever come looking for it.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about. Go ask Sarah.
I'm so glad. I think that was her first, because I've done a few crimes that have involved my husband over the years, but I don't think we've ever had a crime that like Emily committed or was like a part of ever. So this is lovely.
Besides the dead cat story was somebody that she knew, but yeah. I'm going to do 2 more real quick, just back to back. I did get one that says drinking on a beach and missed court for my something test. I'm not sure what it was. It was kind of scribbly. It looked like MAM. And then they said, they arrested me. What? And that was somebody named Sandy A.
Okay, Sandy A. Getting drunk on the beach.
You do have to attend court dates.
Yeah. That's kind of a thing.
Failure to appear.
My other one, which I'll make my last one, is something we've kind of covered, but this one is sex on a college campus outside from Ramona.
Okay, Ramona.
I want to make a note about Ramona's too, because every single person's was folded kind of the same. Everybody kind of did about 4-fold or whatever, and then put it in the box. Ramona crumpled the shit out of it and just stuffed it in. So it looked like it was like, and then just put in. I had to kind of unfold it in a weird way. So when I hear this like sex on a college campus outside, I'm just thinking, if you handled that person like you handled that paper, I'm sure they haven't forgot the day either.
Ramona. Oh my God, that's funny. I do remember somebody crumpling their thing and shoving it in, and I was like, whoa. Wow. So now I know what it was. Okay. I love a good wild campus crime.
She can't be the only one. It's a college campus.
Totally. Everyone is drunk and young and turned on.
First bout of freedom.
Yeah. Well, I have one last one that I'm going to read, and it kind of ties into everything we've talked about, honestly. It is from an anonymous writer, and it said, last year at Nashville CrimeCon, I was lost and had to pee. So I peed in the bush in the garden.
Look, anyone who was at Nashville CrimeCon also got lost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a river and a boat that goes through the hotel.
That's so true. I shit you not. The hallways felt like they were 5 miles long.
Because they were, and the walls and the carpet were both tricky.
Yeah, that's true. It was a really weird maze of a hotel.
It is funny, though, to think that technically it's a bush, but it's like fake outside, so they did still pee inside a building.
Oh, that's true. Was it a bush inside or a bush outside?
It would have been inside. She was
Yeah,
lost.
that's true. That's true.
But that, I mean, it was always humid. Like, those were real bushes.
That's so true. Well, you just watered the plants, girl or boy. I don't know who
if you
you
get
are.
in extra trouble, though, of being inside.
It is their fault for making that place the most complicated earthly vessel to have ever been erected in the United States of America.
And you have to have an app with GPS to find your way around it.
Yeah.
Or to find your friend. Like, I don't know where we are. We could be like near each other, but we're on a different level.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't know you're on a different level.
It was hard to tell on the app. Yep.
It wasn't just us crashing out.
For sure.
Oh my gosh. But this last Gaylord was
Lovely.
delightful.
Yeah.
I loved this one.
I remember everybody being like, oh, it's another Gaylord. And then they were like, oh, it's smaller. And everyone was like, oh.
Yes.
My only issue was altitude, but yeah, the building itself was great.
Oh my gosh. Did your guts get totally messed up with the altitude?
My whole entire everything
My
got
sinuses
messed up.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the worst headache and then like gut issues. And I had to Google it. It's the thing. It messes up with like your gut biome with the altitude and the dryness or how dehydrated you can get. Like so many people, once I said it, were like, oh my gosh, I thought I ate something.
I thought it was just my like traveling stomach that I get sometimes. That's all I was thinking.
No, it was Colorado.
Oh, God.
Which is surprisingly flat.
Yeah.
And brown.
Yes, that too.
All right, last one for me.
The last one in general, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Last but not least. This is from Anonymous. It says, my mother and I share a bank account. She has pre-dementia. My mother lives off Social Security and literally has no money after her checks come in. My lazy ass brother lost his job again and she started giving him money. I took money out of our account to prevent her from doing this. She accused me of stealing from her account. She moved all our money into his account. I have no access to the money. I'm off the account. She's blocked me from her life and moved in with him and his wife.
Oh my. This is a family drama. This is a soap opera.
Somebody call Reddit.
It almost doesn't even seem like a crime so much on their part, but I guess she was accused of a crime to start.
You're the victim of a crime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you need to call Adult Protective Services.
No, literally. Oh my God.
That, if true, we have to worry about like elder abuse.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what is the purpose for all of a sudden now being involved in mom's life when it sounds like our anonymous person had been taking on the care of a pre-dementia patient, which is a lot of work.
Yeah, I've heard bad things.
That makes me so nervous. Clearly the brother has like iffy motives and now sounds like the mom's living with the brother.
And his wife?
Yeah, this lazy ass brother.
I mean, the least he could do is give her a home to live in, I guess, but you probably just don't want your mom living with him if you know he's honestly like a little shit.
Some really spicy family tea to be putting in a fun little petty crime box.
That really is. I am here for it.
On my mind 24/7. I, until recently, handled all of the kind of affairs for my grandmother who has dementia. And you are dealing with like several different realities when you do that.
Yeah.
Like actual reality and then the shifting realities of the person who has dementia.
Right.
So it takes a lot of patience, a lot of work, a lot of organization. And then no matter what you do, sometimes it won't matter.
Right.
Because their reality will change. I can only imagine what she had done to care for her mom. And then how hard it was to not only have this whole like F you after doing all that for your mom, but then have yourself become a victim of it.
Yeah.
Of the next step.
Damn, that does suck. That really is some piping hot family tea. And I really hope that it works out. That is so awful. Truly.
I would be reporting the loss of income though. And then if you are genuinely concerned about your mother's care, call Adult Protective Services and just have them check it out.
Yeah. That's a great tip. That is a great tip for real.
Yeah, that's the kind of tip you would never get with just Amanda and I.
Oh, no. If we were just on the show, it'd be like, la, 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 la. So thank you again, Heather. Another time you've come in clutch on this episode. I knew it was meant to be. But, wow, those petty crimes, you guys, those were amazing. We genuinely appreciate everyone who took the time to write those down and to confess with us.
Mm-hmm.
This was just such a good time. I loved reading through them. We're definitely going to have to do this at the next CrimeCon too.
Absolutely. In Sin City, my God.
In Sin City, give us your crimes. Yeah.
And I call dibs at a front row seat to the T-Fest next year.
Okay, yeah. We'll just make it an annual thing.
Yes, please.
Well, I love all of this. Thank you again, Heather, so much.
Yeah, do you want to give any plugs or anything?
Yes. I have the Big Mad True Crime podcast, and it is literally anywhere you listen to podcasts. So we say bad words. So just know that going in.
I love that. I love to have the what am I trying to say?
Lack of censorship. There's no rules.
Yeah, the lack of censorship and the ability to kind of unload after you cover it instead of, having to just be polite about it when deep down you're angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stopped giving fucks long ago.
You are one of us then. Well, we love that. Definitely go and give her podcast a listen. Mm-hmm. Give her a follow on Instagram as well to follow all the amazing work that Heather is doing too. And just thanks again. That was so fun.
I love you guys. You're so fun.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Yes, right back at you. And to all of our listeners, just remember that no matter the crime, big or small, in the end, we're all doomed.
Doomed to public urinate at least once somewhere.
If it's just once, you're ahead of the curve.
Bye.
See ya. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you want more fun with Amanda and I, join our Patreon. We've got movie nights, bonus content, and ad-free episodes. Find us on social media to watch clips, view pictures, and interact with us. Do you have a petty crime of your own or want to suggest one? Send your stories to livelaughlarceny@gmail.com or DM us on any of our socials. We need more listener story episodes. And help support our show by giving us 5 stars wherever you rate podcasts. It really helps.
We can kind of read her lips, though, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now she's frozen as well, so it's all gone now. Oh, it's like she was fast forwarding there for a second. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was.
She sounded possessed.
I thought that was our recording playing back.
Yeah.
I was like, what was that?